Welcome to what I hope will be a new feature for the Quo-Cast YouTube channel, hoping to turn it into a playlist. Is it still worth it in 2024? In this playlist, what I shall be doing is taking a look at a piece of Quo merchandise from years gone by, usually a CD or a vinyl compilation or a DVD or VHS release, anything of that nature, and asking the question, is it still worth picking up in this year? Well, I've got here classic Status Quo from Universal. This is a DVD release, the Universal Masters DVD collection, and I picked this up recently as part of a haul video from Music Magpie. Basically, I've been wanting this for possibly nearly 20 years because I remember going on like the Woolworths website, looking up all the Quo stuff that was there and thinking, how much money do I have from Christmas or birthday? And in those days, if it was something a little bit more niche like this is, then you'd order it and then go and collect it later. I think I ordered the Party Ain't Over Yet DVD, and I feel like another time I ordered, well, Blue For You on CD, Don't Stop, those kinds of things. But this one passed me by, so the recent opportunity to get it was very much taken, But yeah, let's take a look at this and ask the question. So we've got on the front here a picture of the Frantic Four in full flight. I'd say this image is from, what, about late 70s, early 80s, possibly one of their music videos. You know, one of those things, maybe. So we've got Frantic Four on the front. We know it's the Frantic Four because John Coughlin's in the image. And then on the back, we have this very famous image from the End of the Road tour. So this album is basically made up of a selection of music videos, live performances as well. This is part of a wider collection. So basically each volume or each one had a different artist. I feel like Big Country was one of them. Lots of artists from sort of the 70s, 80s and 90s in there. And they probably expected you to collect them because this comes in a jewel case like this, so that it doesn't take up quite as much space, I guess, when you're putting them all on your shelf. So that has to be taken into consideration, perhaps, that it's part of a wider collection. So the tracks that are on here are Whatever You Want, Rockin' All Over the World, Down Down, Rain, Rock and Roll, Caroline, Don't Waste My Time, The Wanderer, In the Army Now, and Again and Again. So Whatever You Want, Rockin' All Over the World, Rain, and The Wanderer, In the Army Now, and Again are the original music videos. So the music videos are there. Then from memory, Down Down and Caroline are from NEC 82, and Don't Waste My Time is from the Rockin' All Over the Years video from 1989, 90. The gig was in 89, wasn't it? So it's sort of a mishmash of things. Now, let me give my critique on it. So I sat down to watch it, and in this day and age, I mean, I've seen all of these videos. I mean, most of them have been up on YouTube for years, and in recent years, all of the music videos have been released on the Accept No Substitute DVD. Even the performances, the 82 performances at least, have been released on the Live at the BBC. I feel like sections of 89 have been seen on the Excess All Areas tour, the Excess All Areas DVD. So, you know, the content isn't exclusive to this. It's all over the place, certainly in the modern day. One thing I noticed when watching, this is obviously the era when they were still learning about DVD, I think. And obviously all the footage here, all the content, is all in 4:3, right? So it's sort of that, like that. But the thing is, for some reason, even though some versions of these videos don't have that, they're also letterboxed. So what you end up when you watch on a widescreen television is you end up with sort of this square or this long thing in the middle of the screen, which is kind of annoying when you've seen some of these videos with the full 4:3 aspect ratio. So that's one thing that's kind of gone against it, I think. I think if I'd bought this back in 2005, when this first came out, I would have been very pleased to get hold of it, because it's before YouTube existed, and The Party Ain't Over Yet certainly whet my appetite. That DVD had so much kind of rare footage on it. I mean, it had the tune to the music video on it. There was live performances, including 4,500 times from the NEC. But this one, you know, I think if I did collect the VHS a bit. In fact, I even had the music video compilation from the mid-80s, in which all of these tracks appear, I think. I feel like In the Army Now is on it as well. Or if it isn't, I think Dreaming, at least, is on it. So, yeah, I'd already sort of collected up and down the years, so therefore you're not really getting anything new. And I think in this day and age, this was obviously made for a certain market, you know, those who like to collect things as part of a wider collection. Quo fans back in the day, like myself, would have loved it, would have loved seeing that stuff, because I didn't have, say, the 89 video. Its inclusion on here is a little bit odd, especially as we've got Frantic 4 in the front, and then like there's this random thing from much later. And obviously In the Army Now being on there, and The Wanderer to a point. It's kind of a weird mishmash. It's like we've got the main 3 or 4 big tracks on there, and then they just kind of go, what else have we got? Let's use Caroline from here, and let's kind of just do that. In this day and age, is it worth picking up in 2024? Unless you are a completist who likes to have everything Quo, I don't think this is worth it. This content is available in lots of different places now, everywhere, pretty much. Whether it's YouTube, anything like that. To a point, the other releases that I've talked about, Excess All Areas and The Party Ain't Over Yet, yes, a lot of that material is available out there, but I think there are certain exceptions. There are some things that haven't carried over, you know, that are kind of, if you want that footage, you can go to that, whereas this is pretty much everything we've already got, I think. I would love to see that 1989 tour put out on DVD at some point. I wondered whether they were using the original VHS tape masters with this, which might explain the strange aspect ratio. Because they would have looked great, I guess almost cinematic, on a 4:3 television, whereas on DVD it just looks weird with a widescreen display. So yeah, this is classic Status Quo Universal Masters DVD collection. Worth picking up? Not really, but those are just my opinions, my 2 cents. So what do you make of this? Have you got this in your collection? Are you thinking about getting it? Let me know in the comments below.